Next in the ring will be Class 2 of the Blackface Lightweight Leather Dam Show. We need Class 2 Blackface Lightweight Leather Dams to ringside.
Watch out.
Very competitive heat here, showmanship, and I'm sure the meet that all four of these kids do a very, very good job. Really on and compete at any level. All four do a very good job.
I mean, what's going to look best on
in terms of picking up the pace, I guess, is the speed that I'm like in terms of eye contact and intensity, trying to be speaking here and presentation across the area. You're making it solid when you come back. I'm come back. Get all four of these to some kids that certainly are very young and certainly don't have a lot of experience, and because of that, maybe some hiccups here and there, but as a whole, a very, very good job. I truly mean that. All four of these kids did a great job. Let's put hands together for all these kids.
higher neck, just a little lower than she wants to have right behind her shoulder. She wants to stand just a little bit whenever she's in motion, and that's where I change that one, and that's where I like this one that's coming in second just a little bit better.
Mr. Carter,
Again, this one, and I think you can find some positive in that one to start off with if anything injured. Now, the one that's coming out in second, this guy gets me really hard whenever he came in. He's big out frame, he's elevated, he's tall running, he's a sheep that runs uphill, and I like that from the side. He's one of the guys he's probably just a little bit deeper for his chest hole than he is for his flank. He doesn't balance out for the lower body quite as good. He's really got that for his hip. He's just a bit shorter and rounder than from his hips to his pins, and that kind of bothers me. I like to pick that just a little bit. I like to see him a bit more nearly level out of his arm. I think that will help him, especially around his hip and his hind leg when you get up on top of it. On the top quarter, he might be the greatest in the shape coming into his forehead, and he needs to be dropped in his twist just a little bit. So if we hold that guy's body cavity up just a little bit, especially right there behind his shoulder, and if we see him just a little bit longer and longer out of his hip, I think we can justify that one start because he's so good looking on the side. Running downhill, I like that about it. Another key kind of like his foot size and sound and structure, which need to change those few things on. Chief that's coming out next, I love this one body, I love this one muscularity all the way through. Really opens up, really bold, really conditional, especially from behind. The sheep's a little more conditional. This is probably the sheep's body of our top 3x12. She runs downhill from the side, and she sits a little too jammed up front. That one needs to be elevated, just a little more extension up front. Now against the shoulder around that one, the whole body opened up, really, really powerful, massive. He got one there in straight. Just coming out for another one that whenever you get behind this lineup, very, very impressive. Huge pin set, big upper hip and back. That guy really ripped up. He's got a very good down his back. So like that about him, whenever you get your hands on it, keep one that they drop down and stops at a beat leg. Together, once you get just as tall and he's just a little rougher. And I like to see him out and see him out just a little bit better. Also, how much gas he has left in the tank. He's just a little more short body. Sure one, big foot, structure, really open. I like that guy's coming out next, taller, firm, and way better looking from the side. I really like this one. This one from the side, I think, balances up extremely good. He just gets out there. The smaller foot, a little freighter roll, definitely one that just needs to be more open up coming in with the brakes. It's just a little bit flatter body. The same thing whenever you go to get your hands on her, she needs to be squared up. Really, really good. This needs a little more time.
This is your second call for Class 2 on this Minnesota Weather Dam ring. Class 2, blackface, lightweight weather dam, Stingray.
All five things are very, very well suspended. At times, start to finish, this is the most complete job. You're going to hear right in front of you. some give and take in some different directions we go. There's another young showman here that I thought did very, very good just in terms of intensity, in terms of ring awareness. Maybe not quite as natural or as smooth as the teams he's showing, but does just an awesome job in terms of intensity, in terms of eye contact, in terms of ring awareness. Young man here with black and blue ears are
folks over on the Weather Dam side here. First of all, just a true pleasure to be with you today, to come out and work with the young people. I know we're going to have an outstanding time. We're going to have a conversation about these animals. You'll notice something quickly about me. I'm going to visit with each and every one of them because sometimes things get lost on the microphone. I found that being in the education business and working with youth over the years, just face-to-face interaction and explanation and pointing, all those things kind of aid in the educational process. So we're gonna describe the livestock. I'm gonna do my best to try to break those down for you so you can understand that, but mostly I'm interested in the young people and then walking out of this ring, whether they're up here at the very front, like this blue ewe or we work our way down the line, they're gonna have an understanding of what happened out here today. So it's always gonna be kids first and livestock second. Follow along if you can and see if you see some of the same things. If you don't, that's perfectly fine, and that's what makes this deal fun. So we have a nice ewe lamb here that does some things that I'm interested in a breeding female. We talk about femininity. Talking about a ewe lamb here. Some elevation up front. We can see that her blade lays nicely at the top part of her skeleton. We ask her to go. Her top line stays collected and good. She's not going to overwhelm you in terms of muscle from behind, but I think she's plenty good in that regard. Mouth sound, all those things are good. Just a really nice way to start right there. Good job to you, young lady. Ewe lamb that comes next in second. If you're trying to make a market whether she might be just a tick more desirable. She offers us a tad more shape from behind, a little more dimension. But you can see she gets a little out of her lower shoulder. Her overall hide and just a swirl pattern to it doesn't aid her overall balance and look and freshness. But that one there is plenty good in her skeletal makeup and just how she gets around the ring. Good job to you, young man. We had a late arrival here on this young lady. I'm glad she made it over. That one really presents some positives from a skeletal width and power standpoint. To get behind her, comes clear to me she's the most powerful ewe lamb in this class. If you'd like to quibble with me just a little bit about her shoulder, how she just ties together right there at the top part of her dock, I get all those things. I'd like to change her in those regards too. I was just trying to find one that was busted wide open and still had some product to her, some overall width that still was in a feminine enough package. Found one there. As we get to fourth, a lot the same. That's an exceptionally good hided one. You'll see some added extension and immaturity at the base of her neck, and you like all those things about her. Has a little tough time tying that loin into her hook there. Gets a little bit outward on her hock. I like to clean that up about her. She's just a little harder doing than the overall look. So kind of project her down the line as a breeding female. Just might have to be a little more aggressive with the feet bucket on her than I'm comfortable with. Got a really attractive one that comes next in 5. Found her to be a little narrower constructed up front, a little plainer in her forearm. And my concerns were kind of confirmed watching her go away. She could be just a shot more powerful. Really nice class, folks. Congratulate these young people.
Makes sense what I said? Makes sense?
If I could have all my first and second places from the previous classes from Sheep Show A to the Riverside, and selected our champion prospect from Pizza Caitlin,
2 of blackface lightweight leather dance. Following class 2 of blackface lightweight leather dance, we will be going directly into our champion lightweight blackface
In
drop.
terms of hitting the hole, we have that place on our time. Very, very good job. Because he's a very, very good showman. I'm sure we mean that. Everyone did a very good job. Again, skating here, doing a presentation of somebody's very passionate about that. I certainly have a lot of respect for that, and certainly know how much work it takes. So again, before these kids go back tomorrow, let's put our hands together.
Well, another really good class with a lot of differences over here. And again, I think it's tough up here on the top end because there's a lot of teachers and a lot of good people and a lot of good pieces all together. In these last couple classes, there just hasn't been very many athletes. I think the captain quality has been really, really good. And up here on the top end, it's going to start just pretty overwhelming out here. I think this one's just pretty hard to get around from a match body shape standpoint. To get up on top of this one by Florida, impressive coming into the forehead, having the match, the bench, all the way from there. How things that rest of it here and yet still, whenever you get off to the side of it, I think it definitely blends everything together just a little bit better than this one coming out in second, especially when your top line is ever hit the leg from the side.
In the Southland, in show B, the Weather Dam show, we will be doing following class 2, we will be doing our champion lightweight blackface Weather Dam drop.
Coming out in second, probably a little more attractive up front. Now we need to follow from the right. It's just a little bit neater in the way she's measuring that one. All those things about the very, very good. Back that one needs to blend in just a little wider square at the edge of our little window. Just a little bit there. Whenever you get right in behind it, that one wants to lose just a little bit. Set. The center core part of the leg, whenever we compare to that one, the lead, she's not as good.
This is your first call for break 1 of the heavyweight blackface Weather Dam show. We need all Weather Dams from the blackface Weather Dam show heavyweight class 1 to the ringside.
Just all the way through, it's just a little bit flat, whenever you get handle, put more mass and strength right there from the blade to the skip and from behind as well. But one from the side, I think that guy's got a lot of good, I think he's got a lot of upside going forward because of his skills. This one that we got coming out after another one that I like some things about big, good, stout structure, and another one that out front has a lot of little front uphill, especially out from behind. She got just a little roll out of her up. From behind, and get it a little bit cleaner, you're shaking from behind. She's not as open up to her lower skeleton, but certainly one big-foot stout structure, another one that has a nice look to it. There's a lot of pieces in this mixture that I like quite a bit as well. Another one's long neck, I like that. Another one's got good shape coming out. Whenever you get off to the side of it, other pieces out too much, the transition and everything. Up the top line just a little bit too much. And for his long body that's extended this year, she's still running out here. She's not as big as her foot size or top. Doesn't get out and go quite as good out of the top for rear faster whenever you get that one low. The other sheep is really, really low line. I like the way this one handles it out next. Good height is really massive coming right in behind your shoulder. But the sheep that whenever you get out to the side of it, just doesn't balance up like that. Transition just a little bit smoother there from one of her shoulders. And it's just a little shorter out of the hip. I like the change there. Just change out the balance from the side. I think we'll pick that one up front. See her just a little thinner looking. That one runs a little length around her hip just a little bit. I think that will bounce her out just a little better. And then her
side here. I think we have a challenging class, folks, and I really feel like you can rearrange these how you like. We have a really nice balanced ewe lamb up here. Obviously, at the ground, you're impressed with the foot size and the fuzz she's throwing around this ring. Extremely level design. She's driven up enough in her chest. My concern with her, what kept her just running away with it, just fitted up. She has a little extra wool in her forearm there, so it just makes you try to figure out what's manufactured with wool, even back into her flank and what's real. I did find enough base from behind, but certainly would like to see her just a little wider constructed, some more true forearm like we find in that one in second. But at the end of the day, she's just a shade softer belly, just has a little bit more of a maternal look for me, and that with that added stoutness was enough to get her across the line. Good job on your class one, young lady. The one in second, the one that just appears to have a shade more Suffolk expression there. Oh boy, we got all kinds of touch and tone to this one. Her hide is impeccable. You'll notice her not to be as stout at the ground. Her neck attaches just a little bit lower than our class winner does. But if you want one that's going to create kind of a high credibility whether down the road, I would bet on her. Just today, just not quite as stout, just not as maternal in her overall look. That one there's got a lot of merit to it. Good job, you good man. When it comes here to three, I think we're going to find the biggest body, just kind of roundest center one out here that we have to work with. My deal with her is when we ask her to go, I'd invite you to check out the top line. She pushes her top line up, drives her front end down just a little bit. Just want her to be a little bit more collected on the move. Good job, you young lady. That's a nice unit. One that comes next in four, level nut design. Study the bottom part of her skeleton, specifically from behind. I find her cut down her stifle a little bit. Just want to see some more basic power, but she's good at level top. I'm certain will make a good addition to this program. You have her fit. I played with it a lot in her mind because she's elevated, she's bigger than time. Just a little bit behind in terms of her development of her vulva for this age and size for me. I hope I'm wrong, but that one there, I'm just not so sure she's effectively sound back here right now. But just so much good in her, I think it's worth taking a shot with her. Good class all the way through. Congratulations.
Currently in the ring is the selection of our lightweight blackface champion Weather Dam. If we could get class one of the heavyweight blackface Weather Dams to ringside. Class one of heavyweight blackface Weather Dams to ringside in show B.
Currently, there was class one of the progress sheep show. And the way to reset, class two progress, and the reset.
Well, we have four pretty good ones standing out here, and I'm not going to try to convince you they're all the same type of kind, because they're simply not. And so the numbers reflect that in the show, and if we had 1,000 to go through, I bet we could stamp them out pretty close to the same throughout. But let's judge these things on the positives, like I said at the beginning of this, and this blue ewe lamb, which you love, just how collected she stays in her skeletons. If we ask her to go of the sheep out here, I think she's probably going to do the best job of keeping that that chest up between her blades and keeping her front end elevated. I know she's not the stoutest, I know she's not the widest, she's just nice livestock, and I like that about her. Good job to you, young lady. The real stout, kind of trendy one comes next. Boy, she's just as stout as she can be. You get up on top of her hip, really impressive at her dock in terms of just blowing wide open out there. I just want to see some more genuine width in her up front, some forearm. She just kind of collapses a little bit underneath up front. And then, as I mentioned with a good job, I just like to see a little more true flank and belly in her. But she's got to ask herself, is it one that balances up, the travel's okay, that's as kind of wide constructed from behind as her? And those are some questions that we can answer. That's a nice one. Good job, young lady. Our second place in the lightweights here, again, I like her stoutness. She has so much delivery to her. We can see her just get a little harsh right there, a little loin. Maybe she's just not as fresh, and her high goes well periods. But you get to the nuts and bolts of that one, she's pretty good livestock. Good job, you man. They're not the real true made high ability. Genetically, the one that's for me is that one stand over there in second. Just a little bit lighter bone, but I promise you she makes up for it with a tone and touch. And I'm hoping that she'll pass it along to her offspring and create some hard-made better players and get your hands on them. They're going to be good to stout and firm with touch. I think that's what she's going to do. So that's it. 4 nice ones out here. I think I'm going to get 2 or 3. 2. Make your champion deserve. Congratulations.
And all time and so on and so forth. I guess for me, I just want you kids to show, maybe you can show them the drive. Like you have the best team, and then you want to go out and try to win the show. Because at the end of the day, I think that's what showmanship's about. Is getting the absolute most out of your particular hall. Whether,
Congratulations to Chancellor Johnson on champion lightweight blackface leather dam and reserve champion.
the areas that I'd like to change it, but all down the skeleton, something really awesome. Whenever you get off to the side of this one, I like his elevation up front, I like his look to the side. Whenever you get on top of it, and get behind him, he needs to be open up all the time. He's one that doesn't show you need to see him a little bit colder, a little bit fresher, on top of the skeleton, and he's one great for his work on down the line, really extended, just need to handle a little bit colder, fresher, and really extended, just gets a little bit frailer, a little bit closed up down a little, start to sit down a little bit, and fall away. Another big class, so congratulations.
Currently in the ring is class 1 of heavyweight black-face weather dance. We need class 2 of heavyweight black-face weather dance ringside in the south ring.
Fifth place is Jameson. Sixth place is Florida. Seventh place is Maywood. Eighth place is Redmond. Then we have now class 2 of our progress sheet. Make their way to ringside. Class 2 of progress sheet.
This is your first call for class 3 Federation Plan Membership. First call for class 3.
Good out here. I've been kids are going to go back to the barn, and I've been very competitive, not only at the county level, the state level, and even the national level. We're thanking all these gentlemen do a very, very good job. Again, skin hair presentation, ring awareness is very good. Just a nitpicky thing here we can change in terms of speed, in terms of ring awareness, and maybe just hitting the holes just a little better. Kevin too, I thought did the best job just from start to finish. Again, it's just personal preference. Just comes down to some small things. Again, awesome group of pretty good close.
Well, a nice class right here. Good place to start in terms of one that you better like from the side. She's stout enough featured, then double down the top. She's elevated and feminine. You know, she's wide enough constructed. I think that's those advantages are what that one standing second. But this one in first, just that balance, that femininity, the neck coming out just right, all those things add up to a class winner. Good job to you, young lady. Because there's more true rib and body and just overall width in that one standing second. Definitely in the upper part of her hip. The one that gets a little more fragile at the ground in terms of her bone work. Just overall, just not quite the overall stoutness. But you will talk about genuine width. I think she has a real advantage there. But as I look at 2 over 3, I think we find rear rib and flank in this one. I certainly like the overall width and power. I think she just has a dominant advantage in the upper part of her hip there. Recognizing further, one there in third is taller at the point of her shoulder. She's really elevated, good looking in that regard. Let's just make her a tick bigger hip, but mostly it's how she draws up to the back part of the flank. That's not the problem with the 1 and 4. I think you're going to find the widest constructed sheep in the top 5. She's looking at her from right here. You just see that genuine width, that outward turn to her rib. She's massive. We asked her to go when the front end gets down like we talked to the lady. Got a little extra condition on her. She's going to slide down into the 4 slot. Good job to you. 1 there in 5, same story. That one there is powerful, and she is good. But as we ask her to go, just gets a little bit round and coarse in her shoulder. It's a little bit off in her hide. As you look at her at the base of her neck, one that's just offered a little bit of maturity, a little extra coarseness there, just filling in, it becomes just a shade of an issue. Nice sheep in her own right, but class, congratulations.
Weather dance, then going into our white face weather dance show.
Great group of young people out here, they do a very good job. Again, projects are presented very, very well. Come out here and certainly do a great job. And just my personal preference for
everybody, this is a challenging class, so there's good livestock all around, but just some pretty significant things hold many of them back from just dominating, pushing their way at the top. So I just found some good livestock right here to start this one off. And Ewe Lamb has some levelness down her top. There's some goodness in her line. She's stout enough feature. Not going to overwhelm you in any area, actually. She's very she's just put some good things forward. But again, there's nothing dynamic about her in my mind in terms of muscularity or look. Just good livestock. Good job, you young lady. Because the one in second is really the one I want to push up to the top. Outside of her just running downhill a little bit, that one there is good enough at her top line. Offers us some real dimension and power, and offers us kind of a weather dam look. Her mouth, she's a little overshot her lower jaw there. That complicated by the fact that she's the plainest hide in the top three. Those things combined just let her slide into a very competitive second. Like her a lot though. However, she's significantly better structured, specifically up those rear two, than the one that comes next, the Ewe Lamb that is on the brace. You can like a lot of things about her. Obviously, she's the biggest rib, appears to be the heaviest weight of the top five, so you love her performance. But when you get her out here and you ask her to go, she's going to push her top line up, and then she gets pretty incorrect off those rear two. Just want to see more stability in her hock as she goes. Is a female. Performance, elevation, she's got that to burn. Good job, young lady. One that comes next, I think we get back to a real practical, powerful one here. She outlasts that one there in 5 for just genuine width and power. That one in 5, we like a lot of things from the side. But as you get up in front of her, you realize that forearm, pretty plain and nondescript. You get up, instead of your rib design, there's not really any outward dimension. This real rib is not influenced by just a little extra condition on her, but a nice Ewe Lamb in her own right. Another good set, congratulations.
Ready to wrap up the last meeting. Let's continue the vision to showmanship again. Very, very good group here. All these kids do a very nice job. Just 4 left out here in the center ring. All of these kids do a very good job. Again, Skinny Mare presentation of the last one is very, very good. They're dressed to impress and come out here and do a very nice job in terms of ring awareness and eye contact. Maybe just a gear faster, a gear slow on some, but again, do a very, very nice job. For his head of these boards are glad to go on.
Following the selection of our champion blackface heavyweight weather dam, we will go to our whiteface weather dam show.
Again, I think we can agree there's some females out here that a lot of folks would like to have just as breeding pieces. The one closest to me, I think, has a real advantage out here in the look. I think if you want to stand behind one in a picture, that one there makes you look fairly smart because she's elevated and very attractive and good looking and offers enough side view shape to her that she looks like a weather dam. If this was a two-dimensional show, that would always be enough. But coming and going again, and I could say that pretty much for the group, I'd just like to see some more genuine and real width up front, just get them out on the corners and just open them up. Not get big a shoulder in them, but just get these livestock out on the corners just a little bit more. I just collectively say that for the group, but specifically talking about this Ewe Lamb closest to me, just really dynamic in her look from the side. Of course, I want more hip, I want more width up front, but we got to judge these things on the positives and what she brings in the table is that femininity, that balance, that overall look. And then we ask her to go, her knee meets the ground just right, all that stuff. As we look at her shoulder, everything falls just right in that regard. The one that's in, when's the last class? I told you I wasn't wowed by her in any one specific area, but you look at her overall and you say, that one there is just pretty good. She's well enough designed, has some body to her, has some overall stoutness and width. As I get in front of her, I watch her knees come together just a little bit, and as we ask her to go, she's going to push her lower shoulder out. She's got a tick plane at the base of her neck, so she's not quite as feminine as this one closest to me. Easily the best heighted one, the best touchy one is this Ulan at second place out of the class 1 of this division. You'll notice her to be the frailest maid of the 4 of them out here, but again, really brings some good things to the table here. And then that one, probably the best bodied one is the far one over there, the one that was second in the last class. So much good about her skeleton. Again, we'd open her up, tighten up her hide, just change her mouth just a little bit. We could try to, she'd probably be standing on this other side and be in contention for champ. But nice set right here on the get 2 of them. Congratulations.
Congratulations to Reagan Martinez out of Class 1 for champion heavyweight blackface leather dam deal. Congratulations to Joel Nathan for reserve champion out of Class 2. This is your first call for our overall champion drive in the Leather Dam Show. We need Chanson Johnson and Haley Birds, UM ski ringside, please.
Well, we're kicking off our weather dams over here with Whiteface Division. We really have a Southtown that pleases me here to start. Just she comes in the ring. I immediately noticed how wide constructed she is. Similarly there, the base is there, all that power is there. Change your front leg just a little bit, but just not enough to allow any of these other ones to get by her. Good job, Union Lady. One in second, I think it's a little better in her blade, a little tighter up front. Just can't quite measure up in terms of width and power from behind. She's going to be very logical second. Good job to you. I think we also recognize that the Dorsey here is extremely elevated up front. With her blade, just easily the most tailored, the most attractive up front. But if we could just transfer some of that play to the back end of the skeleton with more hit, base, and power, we could try to work her up the line. Bright future for her now as well. Congratulations.
Break 2 of our Whiteface Weather Dam show. We need our champion lightweight blackface and our champion heavyweight blackface to ringside, please.
Kylie Little,
built like a bunch, big, big structure. That guy's awesome in his width underneath the shape to his body cavity. You get up on top of it, really, really good at the way the ankles coming right out of the backside of the shoulder. Big stout pin set and big hip from behind you. I like a ton about that guy. His weight, mass, body shape, stoutness of the ground is very, very good. You know, changing the structure just a little bit, just the way he ties his neck and his shoulder, just kind of stiffer up front. One thing we like to square up and see him just a little bit better from off the ground. But I think we can say some structural things and all these down here and still get down with this man still has as much good in him as anything. He's so stout, he's so heavy, he's so functional, and yet still one that needs to together from the side and his top line and the this everything like from the side. I think it's pretty attractive. One that comes out with the class that was really interesting about this sheep out on quality too up front. That's a tall front of the lady here, the sheep that rises his head right on the top of his shoulder. He's not overwhelmingly powerful, but I think he's got a nice tone, a nice fresh shape, working out his top side and having his hip. He's not quite as big-footed or as stout boned as some of them that we have out here on the lineup. I really like the change instead of his hip and his hind leg from the side. Proceed.
Well, as we're over here on the White Face Weather Dams, again, this crossbred that comes up to the front here just presents us a lot of good. Good center rib, super elegant up front, just very, very feminine, has a real advantage in here and overall balance. Of course, that one stand behind her, stouter feature, but overall, the balance is just too much to get by. Good job, you and Lady. Is down in second, boy, bigger footed, stouter made, just a little higher performing. Just getting holding together in terms of her shoulder, chest sticking out, and then just need to pull her apart in her pins just a little bit. That's a nice one, though. A lot of productivity in that one. Congratulations, guys. Here's a nice drive here. The ones in the contention for champion just couldn't be different in their kinds, and I think we all can see that. There's a difference in stoutness. Of course, the Southbound has an advantage there. Just opened up and just walking around on trunks, and you like that about her. Super big hip to a muscular and all those things that make a good market female. You get up front of her, yes, I changed the way her knee goes to the ground, and she gets a little plainer up front. She more than makes up with it for overall width, power, construction. Just has that power female kind of look. The one standing right behind her, again, I think you'll see a clear cut advantage in terms of elevation. Just dynamic look up front, runs uphill. All those things are awesome. You get up on top of her, you realize not quite as wide constructed. She's going to hawk you just a shade. Mostly, though, you look at the ground and wish she could be just a shade stouter overall. But boy, she is elevated, good looking. A really nice option there as well. The second place out of the first class here presents as another muscle piece out here. Lots of side view shape. Overall, some good balance. Just not dead right in her hide today. She's going to tuck her tail just a little bit as she does. lots of good there. Second place heavy, productive growth, a little bit flatter sided to change your feet a little bit. Mostly we just need more hip and dimension in that one. Another nice set here, congratulations.
Our champion whiteface was Casey Grassfield. And our reserve champion whiteface was Reagan Martinez. Coming into the ring will be our overall supreme champion Weather Dam Drive. Currently in the South Ring is our overall supreme champion Weather Dam Drive. Next in the ring will be Class 1 of our Prospect Sheep Show. We need all Class 1 Prospect Sheep to the ringside and show me.
Currently in the ring, we have Class 1 of the market sheep for show A. We've got Class 2, please check in the ringside. Class 2, the market sheep, check in the ringside.
Well, 6 good options out here as we look at those represented. The sheep closest to me, she's probably should hit you as the one that's the most of the times in terms of her foot size, bone work, overall look. One that's very moderate in her time. I don't, maybe all disagree, I don't ever see her being a large one, but she's still a good one. I mean, she's, I certainly like the way she gets out in her center rib. I like how it attaches to her blade. I like standing on top of the sheep and watching the extra expression and width and base up high. I was been relatively critical of her throughout the show in terms of not having some genuine form and width up front. You know, again, I'd like to see a little bit more real flank in her. But when you look at that one overall, one that balances, one that can travels, while she's got a little extra flex to her faster, I don't see a major concern there off those ring two. Just overall, you have one that's relatively sound, you have one that's good looking, and you have one that's wide enough constructed. I would say enough in that I would like always want more, but that one there is pretty good. Good job, you young lady. One that comes in the middle, that's kind of an outlier of the ones on either side of you. I hope you notice her to be significantly taller at the point of her shoulder, significantly better in her blade and her chest than the other ones. One of those you stand up on top before you watch her pulled together just a little bit to her dock. One that I definitely want to see wider constructed off both ends. But if you want the one that's good looking, your eyes should be drawn to that one. She's extra attractive. Let's just make her just wider. I like her down a bunch, just because I get in front of her, I catch this angle, I look underneath her, I see forearm working outward in her, I see some width between her front legs, I cut up underneath her, I see some base from behind, and then you stand on top of her, and I think she's the most genuine in her width of all the sheep standing out here. Not quite the tone and touch and freshness in her overall look and touch, but overall that one there presents us a lot of good. Yes, just change her from her knee to the ground, and overall you might just lengthen out her hip, but her kind is to be wide and expressive, big-ribbed and big-legged, and she's all those things. I like her a bunch. As we look at these ones on the other side, the second place or reserve out of that first division, I think has a real advantage out here in just her kind. If you're looking to add a little bit of tone and touch and overall just cutability into one, I think she's a really good option as a female. We'll run a buck at her that has foot size and bone work a little more like the Eland closest to me here, and I think that with that type of mating, that kind of female is a good one to have around. At times she gets a little outside of her body on her rear too, but overall that one there presents us a lot of good. I have a really solid sheep that comes out of our second division right there in the middle. She's stout enough featured, she's wide enough made. Let's just add just a little bit more attractiveness in her overall look, and she's not as expressive as some of these other ones out here. And then our reserve light, I think, really fits the bill in terms of elevation and look. For me, her kind is more like the one that comes out of our first place middle division here. Just a lot of the similarities with them, but you'll find her to be one of the finer featured. She bows her into the ground as her foot meets the surface. That old hook's not quite big enough for me, but that's a very nice one there. So, with that said, there's two out here I like really well, and I understand I'm going to get 3, so that's even better because I'll get to reward another exhibitor there. But with that said, please congratulate these exhibitors. I'll get you your top 3.
Well, the good class are probably down in the bowl and just the features that we have. And I think a lot of good sheep up here on the top end. Get the one that's going to go ahead and start off. He starts off pretty easy. The one that's going to slide in the second, I think slides in the second just as easily as the one we discussed. This sheep, I think, is definitely a combination of average sheep in here. Get off the side of him. He's tall, he's good looking, as a whole sheep that we have out here in our top end. One of the things we're looking to about second, you get around off the third is just